Tell you what, I think my problem is the ones that you
Hi, this is Cookie, and before we get started, I want everybody to check under their seats. Feel that? That's the underside of a seat.
So
Pretty
you
cool,
get
huh?
a second before I do.
3 players, and not one of you thought to bring me flowers. Nice. Everybody's got their screws. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Spray-on Sunburn, a healthy way to look damaged.
So if you
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash.
Right, so the wrong answer of the game. There's one
Okie doke.
wrong
This is really
answer,
happening.
Which is familiar to the sponsor. So sunburn or spray on stuff.
Let's start with Mr. Universe sure is sparkly. Say the muscular Mr. Clean decides to start training for a professional weightlifting competition. While practicing for the clean and jerk portion of the competition, what might you see him do? Lift a barbell to his collarbone, then above his bald head. Lift a barbell to his waist, then above his bald head. Lift a barbell above his bald head in one continuous motion. Or lift a barbell to the back of his neck, then above his bald head. Player 2, let this be a lesson to you. Player 1, well, you've made a mess. Player 3, the clean and jerk properly executed requires that the weightlifter first lift the barbell up to rest on his collarbone and deltoids, and then straight up over his head. Mr. Clean does it all alone, too. He refuses to have somebody spot him because the man just really hates spots. Take a stab at. I got me gun aimed at your heart chakra, and it's a bloody dizzle dat.
Do I get to play
Player
this
2,
now?
your score is pretty lame. Why don't you play this one? I am going to read off 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a yoga pose or the title of a Jason Statham movie. If it's a yoga pose, press the X button. If it's Jason Statham, press the B button. Now the rest of you should listen carefully. Lock in your answers before player 2 does, and if player 2 gets it wrong, I'll split that cash among everyone who got it right. Alright, let's get started. Warrior! Plank! Crank! Safe! Warrior 2! Cobra! Snatch! You had some great fight scenes, but the dialogue was kind of weak.
I can't physically answer this. I can't see the question.
I'm going to be honest, mate. Neither is
They offer free yoga classes here at the office every Thursday. Unfortunately, Thursdays are the days I pick up my weekly 4 cases of Slim Jims at Costco, so I can't make it.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Yeah, hi.
Pucker up for. I don't know how much an
started off
upright
really well
vacuum
that first
costs. Which company's logo would make the best name tag on The Price is Right? Target's, Best Buy's, Walmart's, or Macy's? Players 1 and 3? Yeah, you were off target. Player 2? The Best Buy logo is a giant yellow price tag. Much like the yellow price tag-shaped name tags contestants wear on The Price is Right. But then you'd have to convince Drew Carey your name is Best Buy. Maybe it's a family name. And then if you won, they'd make the check out to Best Buy. Yeah, it's not worth it. Next up, Hidden Wood. You know what? Screw it. Let's do a Billy O'Brien question.
A what?
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Hello, Billy.
I'm not Dilly. I'm Dilly's sister, Dutty.
Wait, what?
You heard me. Is this thing on? Okay. Which of these finest tuttets
What the hell?
is not a female nail cutters like me. Miss Piggy.
Player 3, where's that screw going? Your screw is in you, player 2. 5 seconds to make a choice.
Tiggy.
Player 3, that turned out to be a great screw.
I don't get
I
that.
think I might
Grab
know
a few
it.
more bucks, why don't you?
Which one of these things called
Player 1.
Oh, that was nice.
Back in that freaking row.
Player 3.
No, it was a puppet that told us
Why didn't you pick this?
Damn it.
Billy.
Daddy,
Betty, what are you doing? And why are you wearing that wig?
just read the answer, Johnny.
Miss Piggy, Lamb Chop, and Moki are all females, I guess. But Topo Gigio, the famous puppet mouse from the Ed Sullivan Show, was a boy.
I have no idea what.
Not to be disrespectful, but I guess I don't think of puppets as really having any gender at all.
My
Well,
knowledge
if
of
you
puppets
buy
is
me a
great.
few drinks sometime, Mr. Masterson, I could certainly prove you wrong.
it.
Let's talk about this off mic.
My knowledge of puppets is never good.
How about cross-dressing at cross purposes? Well, that was, weird. It gets me thinking. If RuPaul got really into physics, how would she change the name of her reality show Drag Race? RuPaul's Vector Potential Race? RuPaul's Retarding Force Race? RuPaul's Kinetic Energy Race? Or RuPaul's Relativistic Mass Race?
I think I know
Shit.
it.
Players 1 and 2?
Think of that one.
To quote RuPaul, sashay away. Player 3? Drag
good
is
thing I didn't go for
lessening
that
or
one, I thought
retarding
about it.
force on an object
Oh, you
from
got it
wind or
right.
fluid resistance. And when you're cross-dressing, you have to be very careful about where your fluid resistance is coming
A little
from.
bit.
That's round 1, and it would seem player 3 is winning.
forget,
Who
I
knows what
was
might
more
happen?
recently
Don't
than
forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And remember, our wrong answer of the game is still out
It's
there
only
waiting to be
been 5 years.
picked.
It's probably
Get
been a
out
bit
there and
longer
make
for
me
you.
proud.
Oh, God. 14.
I went through like 5 years last week.
This one's called McConaughey There.
Oh, McConaughey there.
If Matthew McConaughey went to visit his ancestral home of Scotland, what side of the road would he drive on? All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, but a little left. All left, all left, all left. Or all one way, all one way, all one way. Players 1, 2, and 3. In Scotland, like in the rest of the UK, cars always drive on the left side of the street. If you drive down the right side in Scotland, you'll get killed.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
With the right one there.
Next up,
I know,
gagging
but I got
on the
thrown by how
couch.
simple a question it was.
There are so many characters in the Simpsons universe, I still don't know how many total because there are more of them than there are fingers at this office. I may have to figure out a different way to count. Maybe this Geiger counter over here. If I use a Geiger counter, which character from The Simpsons will it definitely count? Duff Man, Crazy Cat Lady, Radioactive Man, or Mr. Players 2 and 3? The Geiger counter is an instrument
Guys,
used to
I
pick
think
up
we're gonna have to do the
radioactivity
game.
levels, so it would definitely pick up Radioactive Man. Radiation can last thousands of years, or a couple of seasons less than The Simpsons.
You just realised which one it is
Player
now,
1.
didn't you?
It looks like you got burned. And now you can get burned for weeks to come with a can of Spray-on Sunburn. You just won from Spray-on Sunburn. Spray-on Sunburn. The safe, easy way to look sunburned fast. Today's
I
wrong
didn't
answer of the
realise
game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet.
Oh, my God.
Told you, you get quite a bit of
Follow me down
quite a
to
bit of points from it.
the sea.
Here we have a Chew Good Men. Oh, shoot. My panini press is broken. I guess I'll have to eat something else.
Cookie fortune with cookie messages.
Oh, damn, I love that panini press. Okay, my fortune reads don't have a cow. Oh, all right, I'm calm. And to prove it, which of these actions would be an example of me not having a cow? Me having a female elephant, me having a female hippopotamus, me having a female dolphin, or me having a female bear? Player 2.
Female elephant.
Players 1 and 3.
Which one of the females is not
A
called
female
cow,
bear
basically?
is a sow. The other females listed here are known as cows.
Freaking.
This was a hypothetical question, by the way. I've never given birth to any kind of animal
hell?
that I know of.
Apparently,
Am
Kev,
I right?
have really odd knowledge.
Why not try? Pitbull isn't dangerous, he's just misunderstood. What if the singers of Timber had no timbre? Kesha and Pitbull's voice. Player 1, who do you want to screw? Believe it, player 3, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to answer.
Right.
That's how you screw
That
player
was
1.
really hard to not have the time to
Don't
actually
stop there, get some more
properly read the
cash.
question.
Player 1. Player 2. Interesting choice. This would have worked. The timbre of your
have no idea
voice
what timbre
or an
was.
instrument is what makes it distinguishable
Okay.
from someone else's voice or another instrument. So timbre
I'm
with
not
no
gonna lie,
timbre
my
would
5
mean that
seconds
Kesha
only
and
time to
Pitbull
be
sound
true and
exactly
possible
alike.
That's what's great
But
about
with
this room.
technology
That
today, who
wasn't one of
knows
the
what
ones I
singers
read.
actually sound like anyway? I mean, take my voice for example. If we don't adjust it,
Then I sound way different. I mean, can you hear how nasally I am?
Oh god, there's one more question. I thought that was the last question.
here's one I like to call Occupy Moose Street. I find 1% milk to be the most unfair dairy product of all. Why should all the milk fat be contained in that tiny 1% of itself? How about some fat for the rest of us? But I'm sure it's got a good excuse. What might my carton of 1% milk say about how 1% of itself came to control all the milk fat? It took years of hard... Player 2, who's gonna get that screw? Oh, you're screwed, player 1. You got 5 seconds. Whole milk, which contains about 3% milk fat, is centrifuged or spun at a high rate of
I know how
speed
milk
until
it
the heavier
works,
fat
mate.
is separated from the rest of the milk. They
Judy
can then
knows
add
about
however
milk.
much fat
I
they
know
require.
about milk.
And sometimes when cows give a lot of milk, it's too big to pale. Player 2, your
That
screw didn't
makes
work
no
out quite right.
Makes no sense.
Except maybe Kev.
That makes no sense.
Judy, if you manage to go negative,
Yeah.
you're gonna get 7 wrong.
Welcome to the attack. When you see two I'm sorry, was I talking too much? Fine, here's your
No,
clue.
but just
I'm a
that
sexy
question
French
made no
maid, and
freaking
this is a
sense.
stick-up. The robbers in these
Just
movies
read it,
were
it made no
disguised as
fucking
what? Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, that made no freaking sense to me.
Oh. What was
I
it?
missed the question.
Right, so the robber in these movies are disguised as what?
Oh, okay. I don't know this one.
Yeah, I pressed that too late.
I
don't know
haven't
what-
seen either of these films so far.
I don't know what Point Break is.
You've not seen The Dark Knight?
No.
Oh,
Are they ninjas? Town.
I haven't
no.
seen this one
I've
either.
seen that.
Doing well.
I don't know what this one is. You do know you don't have to press it.
I know, but I feel like I need some points, so I need something to put me right. I have to get the second one.
No, eat.
Haven't seen this one either. I'm doing well. But I haven't seen any of these before.
Okay.
All this one.
Never even heard of Dead Presidents.
stage again.
Guys, $100
Oh,
bill.
yeah. I think I know the sculpting, you need to stay quiet time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
that's
that. Officers?
Never heard of that.
Hang on. Very good.
Give me that one! Oh my goodness! Oh, that's definitely a
That
last.
last round, weirdly.
Some of us never even heard
Player
of.
one takes it! Player one, you've convinced me you're for real. Too bad you didn't have any real competition. And while you're trying to wrap your head around that reality, let your mind be blown by this.
You don't know Jack!
That was a really hard one.
I like to point
I
out.
haven't seen any of the films that makes it more difficult.
Yeah. The only film out of them I've watched is Dark Knight.
Hi,
That's
this
it.
is Cookie, and I'm having the weirdest
I've
case
never
of deja vu right now.
Rather-
Yep, I've definitely heard that boner sound effect somewhere
Oh,
before.
no, go watch it.
I should do.
It's supposed to be
I've
quite
heard of
good.
it.
Okay, let's do this. I'll be Dorothy, you be the lion, you be the Tin Man, and you be a flying monkey. You all take
Can I
care
be
of
the
those
flying
screws
monkey?
now. If you think an
Screw you,
opponent
you
doesn't
be
know
the
the
Tin Man.
answer, hit your screw button, and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big.
Hi, Dorothy!
And our wrong answer of the game is
Yep.
brought to you by...
Sculpt by numbers. Anybody can sculpt with our patented Sculpt by numbers system. Unfortunately, not many people want to. Please help us.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor to get prizes and cash.
You got the idea now of the sponsor?
So let's
I
get to
think
it.
I do, yeah.
Get ready, time for question. One.
Kev's
First,
gone quiet, I'm
I
worried.
make my lovers wear masks. Which superhero routinely says "I love you" in American Sign Language as he travels across rooftops? Batman, Wolverine, Daredevil, or Spider-Man? Player 3? Yeah, Love is blind and Daredevil is also blind, so there's sort of a connection there. But ultimately, I just don't find this guess all that satisfying. I'm sorry I can't give it to you. I want to, but I just can't. Players 1 and 2? Spider-Man presses his middle and ring finger to the center of his palm
Look,
with the
Kevin's
others
still here, he's
extended
just
to
silent.
activate his web
Yeah.
shooters. This is also the
Sorry,
sign
I
for
was on
"I
mute.
love you." Just like a guy.
William's
Tell you
what
they
you-
love you right before they shoot their web
Oh,
all
well, I was
over you.
thinking,
Am
the
I
only
right,
one where he
ladies?
does something with his
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Coming up,
That's a fair point.
Raging Red Bull, and it's a this or that.
Oh, please let me do one.
Player
It's gonna
3?
be.
Why don't you
you.
play this this or that and see if you can't catch up a bit?
whoever's
I'm
the
going to read
last.
off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's
Am I still
a Martin
get it?
Scorsese movie, an International Bartenders Association officially recognized cocktail,
everyone's gonna get the
or
advantage
both.
to
If
see
it's
it
a film
first.
by Martin
Got Martin
Scorsese,
Scorsese.
press the X button. If it's one of the 80 or so official cocktails,
I know.
press the
God.
B
Far
button.
behind.
And
Only
if you
a
think it's
fraction of a
both,
second
press
behind.
A.
Oh,
Now the rest
by
of you
the way,
listen up.
Matt,
Oh,
Lock
can
in
we
your
both?
answers
well?
before player 3. If player 3 gets it wrong, I'll split up that cash to everyone who got it right. We good? Here we go. Manhattan. French Connection. Godfather. Aviation.
I'm just crossing both.
Between the Sheets. Clover Club. Casino. That was like watching a movie
That
by
was hard,
Chad
because I had a
Scorsese,
vote.
Martin
Neither of
Scorsese's
them
cousin
had a
from
vote
Wichita.
for any.
I think it went well for me.
Yeah, they were all cocktails except Casino, which is both a cocktail and a Martin
I could've
Scorsese
sworn I
movie.
pressed
It was
the
kind of a
button.
trick question. Don't like it?
Oh, you
Well, f*** you, you f***. f***ing
Before you hit one.
Sorry, I've been watching Casino.
Oh well.
Oh well, yeah.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's one for you. Here we go round the manberry bush. If Robin Thicke makes love to two sexy ladies round robin style, how many total rounds of lovemaking will there be? 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, or 4 rounds? Player 1. If they make love round robin style, each person will need to make love to every other person in the group once. So Robin will have to make love with both women individually, and then the 2 women will also have to, together, adding up to 3 total rounds of lovemaking.
Yeah, I thought so.
And the whole time,
Don't
Pharrell
discredit
Williams
the
is
lesbian
just
woman.
awkwardly hanging out in the background. Player 2. Ow. Player 3. Wow, are you thick? It's time for Men Don't Ask for One Directions.
Oh, boy.
So, you know how One Direction is all, hey, look at me, and I'm all, ow, what the hell?
Sorry, boy, I was trying to change the radio.
That's not the radio, old man.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that scooty?
That was
Do? It's Foggy Facts with old man.
Foggy
Scooty up, dude. I forget.
Oh,
Why can't I get this thing to play music? I want to hear that song.
What song?
You know how it goes. Dooby doo 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 doo. Skip doo doo. I see a little boat. Wait a sec. No, that's not how it goes.
Why don't you describe it? We'll see if we can figure it out.
okay,
Well,
so it's gonna
all
start
right.
a song
Let's see.
chorus.
It was this lady singing, and she's upset with her relationship.
That doesn't
Then
matter,
she
no.
literally spells it out for him. And at the end, it's just sack it to me a bunch of times. What was that song?
Okay, is it Proud Mary? All right, player 2, let me know who's getting screwed. Goodness, player 1, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to give me an answer.
Oh, well, that's
Was it Respect, old man?
Oh, that's it.
Yes,
Respect.
Suck it to me.
Hope you know I'm done listening to the radio box. And now I'll just unplug
No
this
idea.
little doohickey.
No, old man, don't unplug the microphone.
I put some more respect even though it's on the screen. Everything
Ridiculous! How does he keep getting in here? Hate to break the news to you, player 2.
should...
the hell?
The old man put the power on.
Oh, God.
Here's a good one. Mind over manners. Which of these museum art pieces features a rude person who is not taking off his hat while inside the museum? Wood's American Goth. Player 3, who gets your screw? Player 1, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. I think you know it's coming.
I know it's for me.
Player 3, way to work that
I know which one
screw.
it is now.
Why not grab a few more bucks while you're at it? Players 2 and 3.
Swing and a miss.
Where's that confounded
Look
right
up,
answer?
yeah,
Magritte, son of
Pick it
man,
up.
features a man whose face is obscured by a green apple as he rudely continues to wear a hat indoors.
Bang.
I haven't been this upset at a painting since I noticed Judas was chewing with his mouth open at the Last Supper.
I've still got my
Let's
screw
say
in
so
the
long to
keyboard.
round 1, and player 1 is in the lead. Let's see if they stay there. Keep in mind, in round 2,
Yeah.
everything is worth twice as much. And I want to see some screwing. I didn't hand them out for my health. And now, a sexy French trivia question.
Ooh, sexy French trivia.
Which of these famous maids might end up taking a ride on the Maid of the Mist? Rosie from the Jetsons visiting the Thames River, Alice from the Brady Bunch at the Great Barrier Reef, Anna from Downton Abbey on a trip to Niagara Falls, or Amelia Bedelia hanging out near the Nile River? Players
fucking
1, 2, and
idea.
3. The Maid of the Mist
Got it
is the
right,
name of
mate.
the boat,
The Maid of the Mist
multiple
is a
boats
boat near
actually,
Niagara
that take
Falls.
people on tours of Niagara Falls. But I'm not getting on a boat with anybody from Downton Abbey. 2 words. Drama.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Take a stab at Scrabble Rouser. Which of these symbols from the periodic table could not be used as a word in Scrabble? Iodine symbol, helium symbol, or player one? Who's gonna get it?
Who's good with the...
Player two, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. Wait for it. Wait for it. Player one, your screw worked out. Grab a few more bucks, why don't you? Player three, AS, as. That works. And if you have one more S, T. But no, no, we're talking about science. Player one, he, as, and am are all great 2-letter Scrabble words, but iodine symbol is I, which is a word, but just a 1-letter word, and there are no 1-letter words in Scrabble. I like to make stories just out of the 2-letter words in Scrabble. Go to my axe. It is up on my ox. Axe me. Ow! Ow! Thank you.
Yeah. It would be terrible as a first move. What do you do? Hey.
Let's try. The Purple Heart is awarded to General So. Time for some authentic Asian cuisine.
Cookie fortune, flat, cookie necessary.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay, here's my fortune. Find your voice. I'd love to. So if I asked Ariel from The Little Mermaid to help me, where would she tell me to look? In a shell, in an eel, in a book, or in a trident?
Is that Frozen?
No, that's Little Mermaid, mate.
No.
Player two, watch that clock.
There's nothing on the screen. I don't know what I'm doing.
Players 1 and 3.
I've no idea why
In the
you
tale of
do
The
that,
Little
mate.
Mermaid, Ursula takes Ariel's voice in exchange for getting legs and stores it in her shell necklace. Ariel gets her voice back eventually, although after not speaking for a while, she was a little seahorse. Pucker up for I Give Up Worthy.
There we go, yeah.
I feel like I should read more classic literature, but they have such boring titles. Ugh, why can't they have cool, enticing titles like all the headlines on the internet? Which classic novel would be much better off with this title? A young orphan is approached by a convict in a graveyard. You won't believe what happens next. Great Expectations, Wuthering Heights, Crime and Punishment, or Of Mice and Men. Players 2 and 3. It's a crime how wrong you are, and now here's the punishment. Player 1. Yep, that's pretty much what kicks off all the events of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Maybe the book would be better if instead of Great Expectations, it was 15 Awesome Expectations in GIF format.
Nice. They're good days, mate. I only had to read one Charles Dickens book.
This one's known as Duck Fails a Boo-Hoo.
Wait, it's massive.
I love taking selfies, especially if I'm doing one of those sexy duck faces in them. So, I'm wondering, which of these selfies does not involve me doing a duck face? A mallard face selfie, a harlequin face selfie, a mandarin face selfie, or an Appaloosa face selfie?
No idea.
Player 3, what were you thinking there? Player 2, unfortunately, it's too late to untag yourself from this answer. Player 1. Mallards, harlequins, and mandarins are all types of ducks, but Appaloosas are horses. I once took a duck face selfie at the park and an old woman threw breadcrumbs at me. Talk about degrading. I mean, I ate the crumbs, but still.
He needs to get, like, what? He needs to get 11 wrong answers.
Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. I see a jack attack in your future. Who's predicting the future? Good luck.
witches. Damn it, Kev. Oh, this one. The Matrix is Morpheus proof in the future.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Wrong button.
Is it Pussy? No.
I didn't mean to press
Is it the
it.
Oracle? Damn it, Kev. Minority Report. Is it minorities? The three witches. Sandra? Nope. That's no Raven. Three cogs. I don't care.
Yep.
Harry Potter series. Blood up in the Harry Potter series.
Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, I don't know, damn.
Lost. Didn't find out. Psychic corner there. Is it Clyde Brookman? Is it the Oracle again? She gets around. Cassandra. No, Desmond. Yes, it's
That one.
Greek mythology. Medusa. Is it a gypsy woman? Yeah, whatever that word is. Is it Cassandra? Is it Kratos? Jambi the Genie. Brainiac. Ronald Jack. Is it Rocket J. Squirrel? Is it Wilbur? Is it Gypsy Woman? No. Gladaria, whatever. Is it the Oracle again? Seriously, go away, Oracle. Professor Oh, the final scores. I didn't even go for anything like that.
I feel like Judy may have
Kev, Matt, yeah.
Player one's got it! Player one, you really humiliated those two. Hope they don't take it out on you after the game. Remember, you can run and you can hide, but...
You don't know Jack!
won.
Yeah. Don't press A or anything.
No,